Hello and welcome to another episode of This Australian Guy Playing GeoGuessr. I've got a friend here today who's been telling me what maps he wants me to do. We're waiting for food, as you can see up on the top of the menu. We've got an Uber Eats order on the way. But we've got some time, so I'm going to try and do the Iceland map, which is one he suggested. Now, I know a little bit more about Iceland than I know about Greenland, but that's not saying much. This is the guy who got me to do the Greenland map before.
Yeah, and hopefully this time I don't give him a bum steer like I did with the Greenland map, because when I first saw him do it, I was just like, damn, dude, I feel bad for doing this. But yeah, this should be interesting.
So I've never done the Iceland map. This is the official Iceland map. It says it's moderately difficult, but when I look at the names of the people who've got perfect scores, those names all look distinctly Icelandic to me. So my guess is I'm going to find this difficult, but we'll see. So I'll do it in 5 4-minute rounds. As I say, I always like to get 20,000 points, but I think my hope of doing that on this case is going to be low. 4-minute rounds, single player, start game now. Let's see where we go. First map coming up. Okay, I've got a long straight road in the middle of nowhere. Let's say, because there's some buildings over there. It's actually not even a straight road, it's a curved road. There are some buildings. Okay, let's see.
Well, compared to the Greenland map, that's actually, wow.
Well, it's a bit more distinctive than the Greenland map, but there is actually a town there. Can I get to that town? No, I can't. I'm just going straight past it. I can't even get up to have a closer look at it. Now, that to me suggests I'm probably in a fairly isolated part of Greenland, because if I was in... Sorry, Iceland. Let's make at least get the country right.
Isn't it amazing how this one's more green than Greenland?
Well, yeah, I mean, Greenland is, kind of covered in ice, and Iceland seems to be pretty green.
Those two countries.
Aha, there's a sign. Can I see anything of this sign? Now, I know Iceland has its own language. I think it says Hof or Hef. Just want to see what they give me on the signs, if anything I can use. So... the town looks like it might be called Hof. That could mean hotel for all I know. There is a hotel there by the looks of it. Lakla House. If anything, lake. Maybe Lake Yahos. Okay, let's see what we can get if I have a look here. So I've got mountains. Mountains off to, they're not huge. They're really, but I've got those off to sort of my right, which is roughly easty. So I seem to be inland. I can't see any sea. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look here. I'm going up a road that's running roughly northwest. So let's say how about here, on this road here, because this road runs northwest. It's a fairly major road, which I think I'm on.
Wait till you see what I've given him next. It's the Antarctic.
Yeah, the Antarctic's going to be fun, yes.
Can't wait to see that one.
Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to mark somewhere on here. There are route markers, so if I can find something that gives me a route number, I might actually have some hope. Yeah, 2 minutes down, so I've got 2 minutes to go. I don't know how, but this could be a major highway in Icelandic terms, or it could be a country road. I don't know.
Man, I would hate to be travelling that to work. How many potholes have we seen thus
Yeah,
far?
well, it's a place that gets lots of snow and ice, so potholes are going to be a thing.
Common occurrence.
Yes, but... Yep. Okay, so I'm going to go this way for another 30 seconds to see if anything else. Then I'm going to go back to my starting point and go the other way. Because really, all I've got so far is a road. Nope, nothing there. There's just, sorry, there might be a route number or something on that. But there isn't. I've got to think this is a fairly major road, simply because it is properly paved. It is straightish. It's obviously going somewhere. But it's certainly, I'd say, rural. The only city I know the name of in Iceland is Reykjavik, and I know there's a...
Rural, that's an understatement.
Well, hey, I'm not even sure I said that right, but it's the only city I even know the name of. And I know there's an American air base, or it used to be an American air base called Keflavik. Aha, what's this? Okay, well, it looks like a phone number. That's going to be helpful. 1777. I was hoping to do a route number, but again, let's have a look. Just have a quick look.
In Australia, we call this middle of butt fuck nowhere.
Yeah, and I say, when I do the Australian map, one of the things I hate is long straight roads in the middle of nowhere. Well, this pretty much qualifies. I mean, it's had a bit of stuff around it.
We've had a few turns.
Yeah, it's not totally straight, and there's also had some buildings and things, so it's not as bad as some, but I'm down to 20 seconds to go, and really all I'm going to do is have a guess that I'm on maybe this road just because of the direction it's facing. It's kind of turned north.
9.
So
8,
I'm going to go for
7.
here and see what happens. And that's terrible. Oh, crap.
Jesus.
Because it was actually the town of Hof, which is marked on the map. So if I'd looked over there, I might have even seen that. But let's have a look. I was in fact on Route 1, but Route 1 looks like it goes around all of Iceland, so that's not hugely helpful. 184 points, which is terrible. 188 kilometres, so yeah, okay. Play next round. Let's see if I can do any better. Yep, another straight road in the middle of nowhere. Okay, this one could be pretty much the same place. By the looks of it, almost. This one does have the same type of direction on it. We're going the other way this time, so let's see what I get.
At least this time this one's a little bit more green.
Yes, and also I do have a little bit of information of what signs look like from the last map, so if I see more signs, I might be able to make more of them this time. Because if I'd known that was Hoth, if I'd known that was the town name, I would have looked for it, but I wasn't sure. Oh, we've got something other problem here. Okay, it's only a temporary one. Good. Yep. I'm going to guess. Oh, hang on, that could have been a route marker. Can I find it again? This is part of the point of zooming along. Sometimes you speed past information. What's that say? Okay, it says Vetra. Okay, well, I'm going to look for that in a minute because
I was going to say, yeah.
there's not a huge number of places in Iceland, so let's see what we get. Looking for something that starts with V-E-T, I think it was. V-E-T. I mean, that could mean Byway, it could mean place name, I don't know, but I'm just going to see what I see quickly. Just in case something leaps out of me. Vest? No, it was vet, not vest.
Yeah, vet, no.
Vet. Just saying it. Come leaps out at me. Not immediately, no, so I'll keep moving along. Okay. I've been going that way. I'm going to jump back to my starting point and go the other way. Just because I wasn't getting much for that way, so, you know, I've got to have a guess. I'm heading north. So I am on a north-south road. It's curving now. I'm on the north. I started off on a north-south section of road. So if I don't anything else, I'll look for a north-south bit of road. The road looks rather similar to the one, you know, markings and things. So I'm wondering if I'm on the same route or another major route. It's handy to know that this apparently Route 1 is a road that looks like this. So that suggests that roads in Iceland don't get much bigger than this outside of cities. Oh, what's that? What's that? It's a car. That's not going to help me.
Our first sign of life.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Down to 90 seconds to go. Just want to see if I can get anything off this sign. No, all I've got is a picture of a tree. Okay. Actually, that's significant. I don't think I've actually seen any trees. So maybe it is important that actually trees are so rare in Iceland they put signs up to tell people, go this way, see a tree. I know it's a very windy place, so that actually might even be kind of true. Down to a minute to go, and all I've got is I'm on a long straight road. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, I'm just looking to see. I'm going to go up for here because I think I may be on Route 1, and this is sort of north-south, so I'm just going to click on this. But is admittedly pretty much a total guess. I wonder if I'm going to get anything. So on the
second car.
Yes, on the Greenland map, I actually, eventually did get a couple I could actually do. So I might get that on Iceland. We'll see.
On top of that, we also had more buildings by now.
Yes, but only on a couple of the things. I actually had a couple on the. Oh, hang on, that's something. Oh, okay. Now, can I make anything of that with 20 seconds to go? Okay. Oh. Yep. If I had more time, I could probably do more with that. L'Italian. I'm out of time. I just have a quick look. 8 seconds to go. There. I'm nowhere near, but let's see how it goes. Yeah. So 134 kilometres, closer than last time, but still only 473 points. I haven't even got 1,000 points yet. I was in a national park. Okay. Let's see what happens. I thought, okay, play next round. Let's see. Okay, that's a hill. It's an interesting hill, but it's not something I really recognise. But there's some water. So I've got water off to my east, maybe near the coast, which might be helpful. Could be a lake as well, but maybe near the coast. Okay, what's this going to be? Hey, okay. I'm actually going to look for that. Hales or Hace, I'm not sure. And I could be pronouncing this badly because I'm going with the pronunciations of letters I'm used to. Well, let's just see what we can see. Because, you know, if that is a place I can find, that's going to be helpful. It's only short, so it's not a huge thing to remember. I'm just seeing this Hoff, which I did Hoffel. Hey, okay, it doesn't immediately leap out at me. It doesn't mean it's not on there, but I haven't seen it. There seem to be several places called Hola. What that actually means. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. We've got Haze. We've got this. Looks like a pointy. Yeah, they've got this flat top plateau.
We've got houses again.
Yes, but I can't get up to them. That's the problem. So.
Oh, that's our third car.
Yes, I'm getting a bit. This does seem to be slightly more built up. We've had a few place buildings now.
That's a matter of perspective.
Yes, it is, but relatively speaking, which means maybe we're a bit closer to the major cities. By a bit closer, I mean within a couple of 100 kilometres of them.
Don't mean to take away from the place, but I would not want to live here.
Well, it depends. It might be nice if you're in the actual, large cities.
I'm sure it would be nice if that's what you were used to, but for me,
okay,
that's...
what's this going to tell me? Okay, we've got more signs. Good. Right. Let's see if any of these mean anything. They don't immediately jump out, but Crossness...
I'm not even going to try and attempt that because I'll butcher the
No, well, yes, I'm but Crossness... Bergen. Let's see if we see any of these.
I'll leave it to the more educated person.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, my education does not include Icelandic.
Well, that's far better than what I accomplished.
Or much about Iceland, for that matter. I mean, honestly, most of my knowledge of Iceland comes from a Tom Clancy book.
Really? What book?
Red Storm Rising, which is about World War III, or a fictional version of World War III, and part of the action takes place on Iceland when the Russians invade.
Gotcha.
But so that's very limited information, and yeah, okay. Kivia. So I'm looking for Cross there simply because it's the only one that's sort of I can keep in my head easily enough, but it doesn't seem to be on there. I think I blew my chance with Hoff at the start, so I might have been able to find Hoff, but it's interesting actually because Hoff did not look like a big place, but it's big enough to be marked on the map from when you're quite a bit zoomed out, which suggests how few large settlements there are in Iceland.
1 minute to go, and that's our fourth car.
Yep. Yep. So I don't think these are place names. I don't know. Well, they may be place names, but I don't know which ones are place names and which are local things. Because this hill's interesting. This is like a plateau, flat-topped hill. But if you knew Iceland, you might know that's a major landmark. But as I don't, it's very little. So we've got 35 seconds to go, and I've got very little at all. I've got some lakes around here, so let's have a look for lakes, areas with lakes. And I'm thinking a little bit closer to the built-up area because we have had more buildings, so maybe this type of region. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go in down here, and I'm just going to click in. I'm going to go on Route 1 again, simply because the last two things have been pretty much, I have Route 1 on the first one. Route 1 wasn't the second, but... Yep. Oh, that's actually my best score, and I actually ran out of time. 126 kilometres. I'm glad I clicked something. I was actually up here. Let's have a look. See if I can see any of those place names I saw before. The only one I can remember is Crossness, and I can't see it. Which makes me feel a little bit better, to be honest, because... if it leaps out like the first one. Okay, this actually looks like a place with a number of buildings. I've got water off to the east. I've got, looks a bit like a fjord to me, because of its size and shape. It's got a hotel. Okay.
God, that place looks cold and would look like it's freezing.
Yep, but at least it's somewhere I've heard. Working, so we might actually be bus terminal. Okay, this could be helpful. Now, let's see what we've got. Akurie. That looks like it might be the place name because we have seen that a couple of times now. Oh, hang on. I've got a map. Okay, let's have a look at this to compare these maps. See if I can work out where I'm looking at. And I can, actually. Yes, I can. I've got the town. I've actually got Akurie. So, this is good. This is good. I actually think I know what town I'm in. Yeah, that does match the map. So I've got, yeah, okay, so I've got something here. Okay, so let's see if I can actually find anything in the town itself, because I found the town, so let's see if we've got any buildings marked.
We have those cars in Australia.
Well, yes. But,
sorry, that's the type of thing I noticed.
yeah, well, the thing is, cars do make a difference, and I'm not good at identifying them, but they actually can be helpful, if, you know, when
you know how I feel about cars.
Yes.
I love cars.
But there's a gift shop. So, let's have a look and see what we've got here. I'm guessing I'm coming into the end of the town from the edge. So let's go back to my starting point and have a look. So I'm guessing on the south side of the town. So down here maybe. Let's have a look. Okay. Can't see the airport. But that hotel. What was that hotel? Hotel Accuracy. So let's see this hotel. Luxury apartment. Cozy in a townhouse. There's quite a few hotels. Hotel. Okay. This is good. Hotel Akiri. Right. So maybe I'm there. Let's have a look.
Yeah, it looks about right.
That's not too bad, I think, as long as I've got the right hotel. Right. But let's have a look. I am looking east-west of the hotel. I would be on this road, I think, because of the distance. And yes, that looks okay. Let's have a look up there. Yes. Okay, so that's going to be pretty close, I think. I'm just going to see if I can get anything else, like the gift shop I saw earlier. Still at 90 seconds. I'm just looking. There was a bus terminal. I'm guessing that's probably the bus terminal. No, maybe not. But that's going to be. I think actually I'm going to be close on this one, which isn't too bad. Fourth map. Yeah, I'm reasonably confident on this. So let's go back and have a look. I've got the hotel. Let's have a look. I am looking straight at it. That way. That's going to be. If I'm right, that's going to be to within a few meters. Maybe even enough for 5,000 points. Although Iceland's only small, so I wouldn't be 100% sure. There's a sub road. Oh, there's a sub road. Now that's confused me.
So that's what I was thinking.
So I'm going to be close, but I don't think I can be up there.
No, I reckon you're there.
Yeah, I must be pretty close. But so I'm just looking west of the hotel. Yeah. I'm going to go with that. You've got 35 seconds to go. 4,998. So I lost 2 points, but that's still good. I was out on this road. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, that's all right. I'm quite happy with that. Can't complain about it. 21 metres. We're up at 150 kilometres on the others. And the last one is another, the straight road in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, but at least it's not an utterly embarrassing score because I've had one good round. But
I've got to say, so far the Greenland map was a lot more interesting.
Yeah, well, it's luck of the draw too, what you get. But again, this is just this actually is a very straight road at the moment. But also there's actually a building up there, I think. Oh, there's a sign. Can I get to that sign? Have a look at it. Yes, I can. Okay. Let's have a look.
Glad you can read that.
I can't really read it. I'm just trying to get the sounds off.
I watch your London maps. I'm like, how the hell does he read those things?
Well, actually, a lot of the time when you're looking at it on video, the quality is a bit lower. So sometimes they're clearer in actual real life. But also with the London signs, I'm also used to what they look like. So a lot of the time you can kind of decipher them.
City.
Yes, it is. Guffus. Also, I apologise to the Icelandic people for their fact that I have not got a clue how their language is actually pronounced. Yeah, so I've got nothing from there. Again, they've got the highlighting. They see the highlight trees. So maybe those. What's this building? This is a bit more built up. There's a few buildings here. So. Don't know what they are. Houses? They could just be houses. They're quite large if they're houses. So apartment blocks? Well, why would you have apartment blocks in the middle of nowhere? I I don't know how you do things in Iceland, so maybe that is normal. Those are houses, I'd say.
Jesus Christ.
Now that's interesting. That's a huge tower.
It's communications.
Yes, it is. So I'm wondering if I'm somewhere around Keflavik. Only because that was... I don't know if Keflavik is still an active US Air Force base, but it was. And that's the type of thing I'd associate with that type of region. Because that is a some sort of communications, and it's quite a substantial one. So let's have a look. Can I find Keflavik? I know it's somewhere reasonably close to the capital, I believe, but how close, I don't know. And so whether it'll be marked as a place either, because, well, it's not exactly a secret. It's, you know, they might not bother marking it too much on their map if the only people who go there are, you know, Americans or something. But let's have a look. I'm on a west-east road. I'm going to just say I'm about out here somewhere. No, I'm going to go up here for this one, actually. Just no real reason. But I'm down to a minute to go, and I've got nothing else. So let's see what we get. 55 seconds. Yeah. Okay, I'm losing. There's nothing else. So dash, 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 dash. That might have even been a sign of our food arriving. I'm not sure. Oh, there's another sign. Can I make anything of that sign? No, I can't. It's too blurry. If I get closer, can I make anything of it? National Park. National Park. Where was that National Park? There was National Park on one of these peninsulas. Where was it? Because I know I know I've got a National Park, so I'm going to go with this. I don't know if it's that National Park, but I'm going to go with it because that is a National Park, and I've only got 20 seconds to go. The road doesn't seem quite right.
That sounded like a car.
Yes, so that wouldn't surprise me if that's our food arriving. 8 seconds to go. Guess. Actually, not too bad. 18 kilometres, so it was the right national park.
Just on the wrong side.
3,614 points. Did I make 10,000? I got a bronze medal. I got 9,812, so not utterly terrible. Game breakdown. So, yeah, have a look. 3 pretty terrible guesses, 1 okay guess, and 1 very good guess. I'm quite happy with that. So, yeah, that's Iceland. Done for the moment. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.